Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are under fresh royal scrutiny as an expert alleges the couple could become a long-term headache for Prince William and Princess Catherine. One royal commentator is making a dramatic prediction about the future of the monarchy, and it's raising eyebrows. The claim is that the Sussexes could establish what has been described as a rival royal power base, one that could compete for attention with William and Kate for years to come. And according to royal commentator Mark Dolan, the potential conflict could even stretch into the next generation. Dolan, speaking on the Royalist podcast, made the blunt prediction that Meghan and Harry could make William's future reign extremely difficult. He said, "Meghan and Harry will make life a misery for King William and Queen Catherine." Dolan went further, suggesting the Sussexes could eventually spend a significant amount of time back in Britain. He said they would love to be in the UK, potentially spending up to half the year there, with what he described as a rival court. And his prediction didn't stop with Harry and Meghan. Dolan claimed that when Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet become teenagers and young adults, tensions could potentially extend to William and Catherine's children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. That is a striking claim, and it is important to stress that this is commentary and speculation, not an established plan announced by Harry and Meghan. But behind the scenes, according to a source cited by RadarOnline.com, there is allegedly concern about what the Sussexes' future role could look like. A senior royal source claimed that the palace anxiety is no longer simply about Harry and Meghan's past interviews, documentaries, or public criticisms of the royal family. Instead, the source alleged that there is concern about what they could build in the future. The insider reportedly described the possibility of Harry and Meghan operating like a parallel royal household, splitting their time between California and Britain, making their own public appearances, and surrounding themselves with influential supporters and celebrities. The source claimed that if the Sussexes did spend part of each year in Britain while maintaining that kind of public profile, it could create an unusual situation for the future king and queen. The insider said, if they do end up spending part of each year in the UK with that kind of setup, it inevitably eats into the space that should belong to William once he is king. And perhaps the biggest concern, according to the source, is not necessarily Harry and Meghan physically returning to Britain. It's the possibility of two competing narratives during key royal engagements. According to the source, that would create what insiders allegedly mean when they talk about the Sussexes making his reign miserable. In other words, the issue would not necessarily be a direct confrontation, it would be the constant competition for headlines, public attention, and influence. Harry and Meghan's relationship with the royal family has, of course, been strained for years. The couple stepped down as senior working royals in 2020 and subsequently moved to California. Their decision to speak publicly about life inside the monarchy, including their interview with Oprah, caused a major rupture. Harry later detailed his relationship with his family in his memoir, Spare, making a series of claims about his brother William and his relationship with other senior royals. Following this, the estranged brothers' relation has reportedly remained particularly difficult. Harry has publicly expressed a desire to repair his relationship with his father, King Charles, but the relationship with William has generally been portrayed as far more fragile. There have also been questions over how much trust remains between the two sides after years of highly public disagreements and revelations. Harry has continued to return to Britain for legal matters and events connected with the Invictus Games, while Meghan has largely built her public and commercial life in California. That has led some royal watchers to describe the current arrangement as a kind of managed separation. But the latest claims raise a bigger question. Could the Sussexes eventually become a permanent alternative center of royal attention? That possibility is especially sensitive because William's eventual reign will already involve a significant generational transition. When Charles eventually leaves the throne, William and Catherine are expected to become the central figures of the monarchy. Their children, George, Charlotte, and Louis, will also gradually assume more prominent positions. Dolan's prediction, therefore, takes the family feud into an entirely different territory. For William, the challenge could ultimately be less about whether Harry and Meghan return to Britain and more about how the monarchy handles their enormous global profile. Harry remains a member of the royal family. Meghan remains one of the world's most recognizable former working royals, and together, the couple have demonstrated repeatedly that they can generate global headlines without being part of the institution. That means even if they never return as working royals, they could still remain an influential presence around the monarchy. The palace has not publicly endorsed Dolan's prediction, and there has been no official confirmation that Harry and Meghan are planning to establish any kind of rival court. For now, the Sussexes remain in California, while William and Catherine continue preparing for their eventual roles at the heart of the British monarchy.